it's kind of embarrassing maybe, but I used to be a big fan of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Cynthia and this is The Box Ones, the show where the questions are on fire and so are the wings. Today we're joined by Sightbox's design director, cat dad, Rachid Coutney. Welcome to the show. Well, thanks for joining us. We're so happy to have you. And you're coming from?
Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah. All right. So, first question, how well do you handle spicy food?
I'm about to find out, I think, because I don't really eat that much spicy food.
Okay.
I don't want to talk too much smack yet, in case it backfires. So.
All right, then this is going to be fun. Okay, we're going to jump right into it. First one is the classic garlic Fresno edition, 1700 on the Scoville heat scale. Here we go. All right, first question. What's your favorite part of working at Sightbox?
For me, it's the people, for sure. It starts with, I've said this before, but it starts with Charlie and Nathan. They're both like the nicest guys, and it's genuine. They're genuinely good people and authentic. And I've worked in startups where you have the stereotypical kind of CEO who's narcissistic and psychopathic a little bit, probably. And this is like complete opposite. It's like more like family and very supportive. And I think that's the best part. And then on down, everybody that works here is super cool and easy to work with, and there's no egos or anything like that. So that's the big one.
I think that's what makes it so successful, is the fact that everybody is just so great. There's nobody here that's doesn't belong here. Everybody is great.
Yeah.
And everyone always says it's a family business, and it is a family business, so. Okay, moving on. Bliss and Vinegar, 6200 on the Scoville heat scale. All right, next question. How did Charlie sucker you into leaving a real job?
I've worked with them for about 4 years, part-time. First 2 years a little bit more than part-time, like full-time, part-time. And it was great because I worked there part-time as I worked at another job part-time. And kind of, there was this balance of kind of creative, kind of more brain work, and then my other job was the complete opposite. It was like brainless labor. And so, anyways, it was a great balance, and I just loved that, working with them, obviously. Built like a really good relationship over 2 years, and then I moved to California for 2 years, and still kind of kept my foot in the door on purpose, trying to do projects as I could, even though I didn't really have a whole lot of time, because that job was kind of took up a lot of time. And then, you know, they offered me a full-time job, and it was like no-brainer. I was going to come back eventually, like no matter what anyways, so.
Awesome.
It didn't take much convincing.
Well, I know you're a great addition to the team, so we're so happy that you're here. Okay, next is Hoff's Hot Sauce, and it's 14,500 on the Scoville heat scale.
What's that fly? Same one.
All right, Adobe or Figma, and why?
Adobe.
Oh.
Figma sucks. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. It's not that. Well, I'm still Adobe because I'm like old school. And it's just kind of the ecosystem that they have. Like I use Illustrator, Photoshop, After Effects, InDesign. And then they have libraries where you build like colors, fonts, all that sort of stuff, illustrations you put in there, logos, and it's instantly shared between all the programs. And then on top of that, It's starting to kick in a little bit.
It's kicking in.
But yeah, and then Figma's good for like product design. I think it's the best software for product designers, and I don't necessarily see myself as a product designer. I'm a little bit more generalist, kind of creative, I guess. So, and there's just more you can do with all the Adobe products, I guess. So.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah.
All right, next one, revolutionary, 57,000 on the Scoville heat scale. So.
That was not very good.
No, that one's not my favorite. Okay, so you're pretty much a newlywed, and you got married during the time of COVID.
Yeah.
So what was it like getting married during COVID?
Well, it was kind of easy for me because I'm fortunate, like my wife Susan kind of planned everything. I just kind of showed up, to be honest.
It's usually the way it goes.
But I mean, like I was stuck in California and the wedding was in Vancouver where she lives, so it was, I guess, obviously a little bit easier for her to kind of plan everything that way. But yeah, it was great because when I moved to California, about a month later, COVID hit, so everything was locked down, couldn't travel, didn't see any family or friends for a year and a half at all. So the wedding was kind of like the first time seeing my friends after a year and a half and family, so it was, made it extra special, I guess. So. And it was, to be honest, I didn't really want a wedding in the first place. We wanted, like,
Right.
if it was up to me, I'd just elope somewhere, but COVID kept the wedding small because there was like regulations and stuff, so it actually worked out really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for more people either. That's nice. All right, moving on. We are doing revolutionary. Did we just say that? No, revolution. 57,000 on the Scoville heat scale. Did we just do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I might have. Okay, Los Calientes Verde. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I did. I mixed the two up, sorry. Okay. What happened in the Philippines involving you and a ring?
I refereed a Little People boxing match.
Please explain.
Yeah, there's this kind of bar with a ring in the middle, and they have all sorts of odd things going on in there, and we all kind of had a few drinks, and I heard over the PA, like, who wants to referee the boxing match? And I just threw up my hands and said, like, woo, and like kind of clapped, but I didn't know they could see me because I didn't see anybody. And then they're like, oh, we have somebody. I was like, looking around, see who it was, and then they're pointing at me. So I went in there, and yeah, I got to referee Little People boxing in the Philippines, in Manila.
Awesome.
So,
Did you have any idea what you were doing?
well, I acted like I did. I've seen referees on TV, so I kind of acted like I was adjusting their gloves and stuff. But.
And for reference, Rachid is not small. He is quite tall. So that must have been a sight. Do you have pictures of that?
Yeah, there's videos somewhere. out
Okay,
there.
well, Andrew, hopefully you can put that right there. All right, moving on. Senor Lechuga is 67,000 on the Scoville heat scale. Am I saying the wrong one? Wait, what number are we on? What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. No, Senor Lechuga. I'm right. Okay, sorry. Getting caught up here. So, as I mentioned in the intro, you are a cat dad. How many do you have, and do you consider them to be like your children?
2, yes.
That was fast. Okay. Now, I know you're close to them, but explain to everybody why you're so close to them.
They, when I was living in California by myself for 2 years, they were my roommates. So I kind of turned into like a crazy cat person a little bit because I found myself talking to them quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Next we got Chile Lengua de Fuego, beautiful fire. 118,000 on the Scoville heat scale. Let's go. Okay. What is something the Sightbox team doesn't know about you? And a little birdie told me that you used to be a DJ.
Yeah, I think Sightbox knows too much about me already. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing maybe, but I used to be a big fan of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would have never imagined that. Okay, going back real quick to the DJ thing.
Oh yeah.
What was your DJ name? And you got
I have to give a little bit of background,
yes,
so
please,
it's not so corny.
Please do.
I was into DJs like the Arabian Prince, Egyptian Lover, or LA area DJs from the 80s. And my great uncle was a famous fiddle player in Canada.
Oh,
Had a TV show and everything.
really?
Yeah, and has albums out and stuff. And his name was King Ganem, which is my mom's maiden name. So I thought it'd be cool to be King Coutney. But I didn't have a cool name or ring to it, so came up with Prince Rachid.
I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, next one we got the dreaded The Bomb, and it is 135,600 on the Scoville heat scale.
This is the worst one.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
All right, next question. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you just want a picture of your goddamn hot dog?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta let everybody know what I'm talking about there.
Oh, I did a short little video. I was trying to learn Cinema 4D about a year ago, and it was over a long weekend. And so I was making this. I thought what would be kind of an easy object to make in Cinema 4D, and for some reason hot dog was the first thing that came to my mind. So I made one and then animated it, and then that music came out, the JPEG hot dog song. So
Super
and
catchy.
it fit perfectly with that video that I had made like earlier. So then I kind of blended them and then put them on Instagram, and it kind of went mini viral. Like 300,000 likes of views.
That's awesome.
And like 13,000 likes.
Well, we loved it. Like the kids and I were playing it all the time.
Yeah.
It's really catchy and we love it. So great job.
Thanks.
All right, second to the last is Cranked, 699,000 on the Scoville heat scale. So here we go. All right, next question is a two-part question. Is it your goal to hide the pain like Harold?
Yes.
And is it true that you once put Harold on a client website?
Yes. It just fit. It was corporate. He was wearing a suit, and it was for a corporate website. So I figured I could sneak him in there and nobody would know, and it worked.
That's awesome. Okay, last one. The last dab. And you actually have the opportunity, if you want, to add an extra dab to yours.
Sure.
Let me walk this over.
Oh, I'm shaking.
Be careful with the spout, it's very large, so it comes out quick. Ah, good job, good job. All right. And the last dab is 2 million plus on the Scoville heat scale. So here we go. All right, so same question I ask everybody else at the end. No phones, no computers, everything's off. You're gone away from work. What do you like to do when you're not working?
Take my cats to the park.
Wait, on leashes or just, they won't run away?
The big cat I used to take on a leash. But it's kind of embarrassing walking around with a cat on a leash. So I stopped doing that and just let him kind of walk around while I kept my distance so nobody knew it was my cat. Yeah, I'd probably be doing. I don't know what the question was.
What do you like to do when you're not working?
Oh. Play music, I guess.
Okay.
Play the guitar. Records, DJ thing.
Awesome. Well, guess what, Rachid? You're done. You did it.
Sweet.
It's over. Yay!
Thanks.
How you feeling?
It's burning.
Burning?
Tastes like burning.
It tastes like burning. Well, we are so proud of you. We're happy to have you and so glad that we were able to do this with you. So, good job.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, Prince Rachid. All right. That's it, everybody. That concludes the episode of The Box Ones. Make sure you guys join us next time to see who's in the hot seat. If you guys aren't already following us on YouTube, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for joining us and see you next time.